In most homes, if there is a designated guest room, it also doubles as a craft room, a storage room, basically a catch-all space. So if you have overnight guests coming knocking for the holidays, today we're sharing quick ways to offer friends and family a happy stay. Designer Tanya Olson is here to show us how to create a more welcoming guest room. It's great to see you, Tanya. Thank you so much for being here. This is a good excuse, I'd say, to clear out the junk that kind of piles up in those extra spaces.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but anytime I have company, I use it as an excuse to get my house in order. So this is a perfect excuse right here.
And it's not that we need a huge budget or a huge timeline to pull these off. These are small touches.
Right. You want to make your guests feel comfortable. You know, you want them to enjoy their stay with you. So definitely these are just small little things you can do to make it better.
The first word to focus on, you say, is cozy. Make it cozy. And we have some snapshots of rooms that demonstrate that same cozy feeling. What do you think sets that mood?
So I always like to add an extra throw blanket, some extra pillows. I like to get new bedding if it's time to freshen up your bedding, and you know, if you've had the same old stuff for years and years and years.
So texture, textiles.
Textiles. I mean, you know, you want your guests comfortable. You don't know if they're going to be hot or if they're going to be cold. So all those extra little things that will make them more comfortable.
I had a friend, speaking of temperature, I had a friend too, the night before her guest stay, she always sleeps in the guest room to anticipate those needs and the climate and whatnot.
That's a good idea.
I thought it was definitely the extra mile. I've never done that. Sorry to my guests.
I haven't done it either.
But it does sound like a good suggestion. So in this little cute vignette, you've added the soft throw blanket,
super soft
stacked up some pillows.
Some real soft decorative pillows. And I always like to add extra pillows for sleeping. Because you never know what kind of a guest. You know, some people like lots of pillows like I do, or, you know, so just it's good to have them just in case.
I noticed a candle too bedside. That's another cozy factor.
I mean, not that your house is going to smell weird, but just in case, it's always nice to, you know, have that holiday scent in a candle.
Dress it up is your next piece of advice. How can we do that simply?
So when I dress it up, I like to add succulents or a plant, preferably something live or holiday related. Again, the new bedding, artwork, you know, just kind of dress up the room. This is your opportunity to fix it up.
Do you want it to feel like a personalized space, or do you want it to be a little more, I guess, space neutral so guests can feel like they're a visitor?
Yeah, kind of space neutral. I mean, I don't want to say it's like a hotel room, but you know, I wouldn't put family pictures and things in this room, but I'd put some nice art and some different pieces that will make it comfortable.
Well, and a succulent, a plant, that's an easy way to add a touch
a plant. This time of year, I like to add paper whites, or, you know, any kind of poinsettias or holiday related flowers to the nightstand is always nice. I like to add a stack of books to set things on, things that they can read. So
it's not just about looking pretty, you want it to function obviously as well. So what functionality should we think about in a guest space in particular? So
based on, you know, how much technology we use nowadays, I always like to include like a docking station.
Perfect idea.
On the nightstand, or extra outlets, extra plugs, maybe even, you know, just an extra extension cord, something that people can plug all their iPads, iPhones, whatever in, and keep them charged.
I always take great care on that bedside desk drawer, you know what I mean, nightstand drawer, making sure it has those essentials so they don't have to come hunting around your house at night. You mentioned the extra details that can be fun to add, the magazines, the reading lamp, just a few little things that will give them something to do during the off hours.
Well, and the cozy little reading lamp. I like to read at night, so I like to have a bedside lamp for sure. And then the magazines, I usually include local magazines that they can read to find out what to do while they're in town, while they're visiting. So, you know, Park City, Salt Lake, any of the local magazines for that.
Speaking of fun details, you've got a little care package right there that I think is just the extra hostess with the mostest effort.
And again, we're kind of going back to the hotel theme. You know, when you go to a hotel, you get bottled water and you get a few little snacks. But when my guests stay with me, they get a little basket like this, and then these are treats they can munch on while they're there. They can throw them in their bag while they're touring around town or, you know, visiting attractions, and then they can take the leftovers home easily on an airplane or in the car.
Again, depending on how comfortable they are in your home and with your family, they might not want to rummage around in the fridge. So there you go for a midnight snack. And we can't forget the guest bath.
And so yes, the guest bath is important too. And I just stayed at a friend's house and I needed lots of things that I forgot that I usually forget, a toothbrush, a razor, and I didn't want to bother her. It was so late at night. So I like to include, you know, the essential shampoo, even some Advil or, you know, a toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant. And then of course you don't want your guests digging through your closet, your linen closet, looking for towels.
That's where we've stuffed all the extra stuff that we took out of the guest room.
I would be embarrassed if someone looked in my linen closet, but for sure washcloths and fresh bath towels and then a bar of soap.
Nice.
And I always forget my lotion, so lotion's always nice to have too.
For some reason, I remember when I bought my very first home, stocking the guest bathroom was one of my favorite things. Just those little touches you think about, hoping people feel warm and welcome in your space. It's clear you have an eye for the details, an eye for the design as well. Where can we get more information about your design services?
So I'm at Barclay Butera in Park City, and you can visit us at barclaybutera.com.
Awesome. Happy Thanksgiving, Tanya. Thank you so much.